Well, yesterday wasn't quite as exciting as I hoped it would be, but maybe today. Maybe today. Hi, everybody. Today I'm continuing my Plan As You Go month, where I show how I use my Erin Condren and my bullet journal together for an entire month in tandem almost every day. This is an Erin Condren horizontal neutral planner and a Scribbles That Matter bullet journal. I've been using a K Glamco kit this week in my Erin Condren because, it's October, kind of spooky. Anyway, yesterday I had hoped to be the day where I got to finally see the stickers that Kristen from Krissyanne Designs is having in Michael's, some of which have my lettering on them. But I went to the Michael's, they're like, hopefully tomorrow, which was what they told me yesterday. Or 2 days ago. So I'm like, damn it. So we're going to go back again today and try, but I did not get to see them. I did not wind up going to the action last night. I was feeling really awful. So I wound up staying home. Katie wound up going to her friend's choir concert instead. Not exactly the afternoon I was hoping for, but well, we just move forward, right? So this is today, and I already did meal planning for the week, but I haven't done my pantry list or my shopping list, so that is still something that I need to do. But before I get any further, I'm going to enter in my meals for the rest of this week. As you can see here, I've already written them in my meal planner. I haven't made my grocery list, though. And one of the things I'm moving over is this broccoli, cheese, and rice. We wound up just getting takeout last night because I wasn't feeling good. Because we don't have a game tonight, and I had intended probably to have takeout this night because of the game, it kind of works out. I decided to go with grilling on Saturday because I have a patron hangout that night, and my husband can do the grilling, and I can just throw some vegetables in the oven while I'm doing the patron hangout, make it easier. And then Sunday I decided to do taco salad, which is something I've had recently, but the kids and my husband have just had tacos. We had a couple of nights where I had some taco shells and some of them were broken, so I just grabbed some chips and crunched them up and filled a big bowl with lettuce and stuff and made the tacos that way. And it was good, and my kids were like, ooh, so I think we're going to do it that night. It'll be easy, and since I've got a busy day and Katie's got the parade all day, it'll be a nice quick thing to throw together on Sunday night when we're getting ready after a busy weekend for another busy week. Usually I swap custody on Fridays. We're going to have them another week in a row because of my trip, so our routine's going to be a little bit off, which sounds trivial, but it does fuck with you when your routine's off. So it'll be an interesting transition tonight. I use this planning time sticker today because I would need to spend some time getting next week planned out, not in my planner, but there's some things I can schedule ahead of time that I need to do today. So I'm just going to mark as that time. I'm going to do something else to indicate going back to Michael's to check because I want to look back on this and be like, yeah, that was when I kept having to check. On the bright side, though, we did wind up picking some stuff up for Katie's Halloween costume while we were there yesterday, so it was not a completely wasted trip. And anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed it's today. I got some of the results back, but I don't know how to interpret them from my lab work. I'm feeling a little bit better today, still kind of under the weather, but not as bad as it's been. I have a doctor's appointment next Tuesday to go and discuss my lab work because it looks like my kidney function slipped again, so that's stressful. You'll get to see that in real time. But other than that, I think I just need to do some work today so that tomorrow, this weekend is shaping up to be fairly busy with a lot of rehearsal time for both me and my kid. And there's a lot of stuff going on at church. We just got a lot going on this weekend, so I don't have a ton of downtime. So I do need to get some work done. So any downtime I do have this weekend is not going to need to be sucked up with catching up with shit that I should have gotten done this week. So most of it's going to be getting ready for next week, and then whatever other time I have left I can spend trying to catch up on some of the things that I should have been doing, but I've just not been feeling good. It's basically kind of how it's going. So I'm going to move this off to the side, and I think I'm just going to get a bunch of my shit moved over now. I've been putting it off, and I just need to do it. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to start by putting in last night before I forget. I had to take another painkiller. It has been a rough week, and as you're going to see when I move over this year in pixels from my previous planner, you'll see that leading up to this week it was all either painkillers or shitty ass days. Basically overdid it. So that I'm gonna do now. And most of you guys are gonna be like, well, Cindy, you gonna do this again? Hopefully I can get the rest of the year out in this bullet journal, so this will be the last time I have to do this. And then I think I will try and figure out a better way. Instead of having to cut it out, maybe a taped in something for a year in pixels. I don't know. I like this idea of being able to look at my whole year and see what my pain has been like, but at the same time, moving it every time I change journals has been kind of a pain in the ass, but I don't want to cut the page out either because I want to leave it in there. I don't know. First world problems, right? So I'm going to take care of this right now. Just looking at this, these are all the days basically this year I've taken painkillers. Makes you really stop and think, gives you kind of an idea of what the life cycle of a chronic pain disease with chronic pain looks like. And that's fuck, dude. Okay, I got to go block the sun before it keeps streaming in more. God. And these are all the days that my pain was awful, but I didn't take a painkiller. So that just, I think if you add all of these up, I think it's more than the days where it's just my usual shittiness where I can get by without commenting on it being remarkable or taking a painkiller. This is kind of depressing, but you know what else is good about this, especially since I have a doctor's appointment next week? This gives me a better picture of what my year looks like, at least in terms of the chronic pain. So if you suffer from chronic pain or migraines or anything like that having to do with a chronic disease, this may be a really good method for you to keep track for a whole year, because then it gives you perspective when you're in the middle of it, of what your life looks like. And if there's trends, like you can see it gets worse as the year goes on. So it's valuable, even if it's kind of sucky to actually think about it. All right, so that's done. And now I'm going to copy over the projects for my house from my list. We haven't really gotten any of these done. We were hoping to, but they keep getting procrastinated on, so we'll see how this works. All right, here's all the stuff for the house. I'm going to do this weekend. I'm hoping to have some spare moments to sit down and just brain dump everything out of my head and put it here, because the list I have in my old bullet journal is really short and it wasn't really thought out. I'd like to spend a little bit more time doing that this weekend if I have a few spare moments, maybe in the morning with some coffee before everybody else gets up. I have to get up early, not early, but early-ish both days, because on one day I have to get my kid to the parade and on the other to Saturday rehearsal, both of which require being at the school, one at the school at 8, one at the school at 9. And then I also have to take RJ to Owl in the morning before getting ready to go to rehearsal. My cat is fucking yowling for some reason. Anyway, so I'm going to have some time in the morning while people are getting ready to just have a cup of coffee and get my thoughts out on paper. What do you want, Loki? I'm just gluing these down. It was on my to-do list. Now I'm getting it done. So I'm going to do my intentions list. I have some stuff from my September list that hasn't gotten done yet. I did get a lot of it done, but there's stuff that's not done in all 3 of these categories that I do need to get done. So I'm just going to make my intentions list basically my monthly to-do list right now, knowing what I know now. Here's the intentions list for the month. Let's get going on the challenges for today. And I had to stop while I was doing this and walk away because I had a package delivered. And it's a box from Erin Condren. There's a new product to the Erin Condren Folios, similar to a traveler's notebook, that they sent me a sneak preview of. And rather than filming and editing and uploading a video today after doing this video, I'm actually going to go live. So I'll be probably going live around 5 p.m. Pacific time. I'll put a notice up on the community tab of my YouTube channel, and I'll let you guys know when. But I will go live to unbox and take a look and give you my first impressions. So if you are interested in that, come back later today. If it's past that time on Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, then the live video should, I'm assuming, be on the channel. This is Planner Nostradamus, which seems to be how my life goes sometimes. I'm not that psychic. Today's lettering horror movie is Child's Play. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a fan of Chucky. I love his potty mouth. I think he's fucking hilarious. And I love the creepiness of a doll that comes to life. If you were a child in the 80s, you probably remember how scary those My Buddy dolls were, and that's basically how Child's Play is. If you are a horror movie fan and you've seen the newest Child's Play movies, The Cult of Chucky and Curse of Chucky, let me know in the comments, because I was very impressed with them. I thought that they took the series that had kind of gone into a wacky ass direction and brought it back to its roots and did some really fun things. And to see a horror movie franchise like deep into its sequels redirect and find its way again was like really fascinating for me. It's kind of how excited I am to see the new Halloween movie coming out. So if you watch those new Child's Play movies, I think they're on Netflix, let me know in the comments, because I thought they were rad. And today's Disney villain is the Sheriff of Nottingham, which I misspelled in my doodle list. Thank you for those of you who pointed that out. Feel a little bit more comfortable drawing animals than I do people. All right, I'm going to fill this in later because I need to go dig everything out. I need to finish filling my time tracker in for the day, but as you can see, I am knocking my priorities off of my priorities list. All right, so as you can see here, I did get a lot done, except for going to the action, some notes from a call I was on yesterday, and so this is where I am going to put in my bullet journaling for the day. I'm going to pull back out this Bats washi tape from Simply Gilded because I really like it. I wound up putting this higher than I intended, so I'm going to run another washi tape underneath it to make it look like I meant to do that. What am I going to run underneath it? I'll run a little bit of this black washi tape, like this kind of faded situation. No, I don't like that there. I'll do some of this black confetti from Simply Gilded. Got my day kind of figured out. I remembered I have to stop by the high school for something at my kids' lunchtime, swinging by Michael's. I already did meal plan, so I'm checking that off because why not? And then running some laundry, getting my grocery list done, going back to Michael's. As for working, it's mainly this video I'm working on now, some stuff for my patrons that's going up today, their downloads for the month, and next week, getting everything like kind of scheduled out in terms of posts that I can write ahead of time. So I'm gonna do that. Then my live review, hopefully at 5 p.m. Pacific time today. But like I said, check the community tab on this channel or my Instagram and I'll let you know where. And then working on some other stuff in my inbox. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that this will be a nice day where I can actually get some work done and don't feel like I have to poop out at like 2 o'clock like I have been lately. That would be really awesome. And I'm curious about meal planning. As I was working on it today, I was thinking about that. I'd like to know from you, do you meal plan? And if you do you do it on a schedule? Like, do you meal plan every Monday or every Sunday? For me, I like to have my meal plan in place Fridays through Thursdays because that's my custody schedule. So that's when either Friday through Thursday when I don't have the kids or when I do have the kids. And then I grocery shop from there. But I know some people, they meal plan just a few days in a row or they meal plan for an entire month. So if you meal plan, let me know in the comments kind of what your schedule is like, how you do it. And if you don't meal plan, let me know why not, or that you're like, are you interested in doing it? And if you are, how do you do it? Like, I'd love to see a bunch of meal planning tips in the comments below for those of us who aren't always good at it. And I am one of those people. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you this afternoon at the unboxing. If not, I will see you tomorrow for another Plan As You Go video. Don't forget to subscribe so I pop up in your, subscription places, I guess. And I'll see you next time.